What's up, everybody? Welcome to another one take review with your big boy Drew. And today we're tackling, well, you can't see it yet, but it's the, let me get you the exact name. It is the Avalon Avalon A3F bottom loading water cooler dispenser with BioGuard temperature settings and UL filtered. Interesting. See, it say temperature settings, and I don't think that they mean actual temperature changing settings, but I'm sure they're in there somewhere. Either way, big point to focus on is this is the one we're speaking about, which you won't be able to see. This is what I mean by one take. I had no idea you would be able to see that until just now. But more importantly, it's $202. I think normally it is $249. I think that's what I paid for it. Either way, let's take a look at it. So we're going down. Alright, so this bad boy that you can't see all of, let's put the whole of it in view. There we go. Alright, so what does it do well? Honestly, I had more problems with it than usefulness. Prior to this is my second Avalon. I had one prior to this that was top loading. It worked well. This one, I thought it would be beneficial to have the bottom loader, as well as the fact that it also filters it. Thought that was going to be some delicious water, which I will say it was delicious when it was working, but not from the tap. Unless I didn't do it right, which is very possible. I did not like the taste of the tap versus, obviously, putting a Poland Spring bottle in here worked, and it was delicious, to say the least. Now here are my issues. First issue, this seems to, I will give you a disclaimer. It's probably a great idea to call them, to have them figure out with you what you need to do and so on. I'm not that kind of guy. So, as we get started, what our line, our catchphrase, let's talk about it. When you first load it, you have to use the filter reset button, which is here, apparently, and I could never get it to work. I pressed it the 3 times they said, or whatever the instruction was. Nothing seemed to happen. If you're buying it for this purpose and you're still interested after what I review, this thing does not sit on here any stiffer than that. I mean, if it's on nicely. My issue again, I don't know if there's a specific way to put it in or whatever, but as you can see even now, it gives me this issue where I don't know if it's how I put it in, how I spin it. There's a particular way to push it in, but it does that for me. Not gonna say it's doing the same for you, but that's what I went through. The catcher fits on nicely, stays in place. I often forgot that I don't open the door with this piece. So what would happen is I would pull on this and then pull it off instead of getting the door off. But that's just my genius at work. This is the catcher, and then I think this red bulb goes up as you fill up to let you know, hey, too far. However, issues with this guy. For one, I couldn't get it's going to do that, of course, right now. But that's essentially what it would do, and then I wouldn't get any more water. The cold water would always work, but it makes this extremely loud noise when it's refilling. Or after I press it once, I get cold water that's slightly a little warmer than colder than room temperature. Then after that, if I stop and press it again, it gives me colder water. And then if I stop and press again, it gives me colder water again. But it also starts re-cooling, I guess, the water that's in there after you first get some out. And it was making this repeated noise, this grrrr, that it wasn't about, nah, I wasn't doing it. That being said, my other issue with it, and my big issue is, the water, like I said, I had to come up with this magic to get it to be cold the way I like water, and maybe I shouldn't be drinking it that cold. Don't judge me. But I watched videos and I was like, there must be a way to get colder water, because I went to other water dispensers some are at work, whatever, and they were colder. That being the case, I was like, I can figure this out. Looked up a video, said, oh, just look for the temperature thing, turn the switch with a screwdriver. That's another thing that bothered me. I couldn't find a single one on here. I'm sure it's here, like I said, talk to the manufacturer, talk to whoever they have the number for. There's a number that comes with it. You can call them. Great things, I'm sure. I didn't want to go through that process. I wanted my thing to work. I put plenty of things together. I wasn't about to call somebody to figure it out. Because, again, I also had one before, like I said, that was smaller, top loading. So I was kind of like, you know what? That also didn't give me cold water the way I liked compared to where the other ones I've had. So other places. So I was like, you know what? I want one that has temperature control. So that's why I'm getting rid of this one. Which might be a silly reason. And also it makes it really, the noise was a bit much for me. Are there any other talking points? Let me see. Let's see, are there any other talking points to check? Yeah, the middle button didn't work. Setting it up was a little issue with that. Like I said, the reset button and the bottle not fitting in. And then, the water cooling issue. So again, that is my take. It has all the features. It has hot water, turn on and turn off. It has a night light, turn on and turn off. Those things are great. If you like it for those reasons, and you're looking for something more particular for those reasons, that's why we're here to do OneTakeReviews, is to let you know, honestly, you might be looking for information specific about it. This is as specific it gets. I'm not giving it a great review in general. Honestly, we give it 3 stars because it does its job. It just didn't work for me. So, again, I think it does. It's an innovative piece, but it didn't work for me. All right. So, back again. OneTakeReviews, and we're out.